Okay, folks, this is a brand new thing for us because it is bright and early on a Friday morning. It is just turned 8:30 a.m. and we are leaving the dock. Not with the big boat, but with the Sea-Doo. I don't want to hear any whining about it because it's not a boating video, but it's a boating video. This is a boat. So we are heading off to, hopefully we get to the Wabick today, a place we haven't been to in 8 years, if you can believe that. Yeah, so we're going to get up across top side of Lake Simcoe, through Lake Couchiching, and to Lock 42. We're going to go through Lock 42 up the Severn River to, actually we're going to be going downbound on the Severn River to Lock 43 at Swift Rapids, where I took you last summer. And then we're going to go through that lock, and then 5 minutes past Lock 43 is the Wabick restaurant, water only access. So like I say, we haven't been there in 8 years, so I'm looking forward to getting back there. Looking forward to getting somewhere with the boat. Right, honey?
What?
Right? Looking forward to getting somewhere
Yes.
on the water with
Yes.
the boat?
Yes.
Okay.
What a beautiful morning.
Gorgeous. Something swimming in the water there.
The bird.
Could be. Aw,
Oh,
it's
it
a
looks
good.
like baby loon.
Aw, baby loon. Let's not run him over. Yeah, so we fueled up here last time we were out on the weekend. When we came back, we topped up with gas. And so we have a full tank of gas. Let's see how far that gets us. This is showing 142 kilometers to empty, but of course we're just driving at slow speed. And just to screw everything up and to mess everybody up, this thing is set to kilometers, metric obviously. So
Boy, that looks nice.
yeah, and then this one is set to statute miles per hour and such, just for fun. So we're doing 6 kilometers or 3.9 miles per hour. And look at that lake. Look at how beautiful that lake is. The birdies are out. Everybody's happy. See you, Jake and Elwood. I know you guys are going to say, oh, Jake and Elwood are on the last boat. Yeah, they might be on the next boat too. Well, we'll see about that. But look at that lake. Dead calm, like I was saying, and we were watching the weather for the last few days. Yesterday was howling wind, but we had planned to do this today and just take advantage of this and get out on this machine and boogie. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this camera down and we're going to I'm going to hit the throttle a little bit and we're going to head that way. So see you when we get to the next spot. Well, that's it. That's the first leg of our journey completed. Now we are up at the Atherly Narrows where Lake Simcoe meets Lake Couchiching. But you guys should already know that. And it has been really nice. So nice and calm. As you can see, I did a wardrobe change. I had to throw on my sweatshirt because it's a little chilly this morning. It's nice on shore, but being over top of the water, because the water is still cool, even though it's, what's today's date? 4th of July. 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to my American friends. But yeah, like I say, it's been a chilly spring. It's been a chilly year up to now. And the water is still quite cool. So running across the water at speed, I think I should probably average about 40 miles an hour coming across the lake. And so it was a little chilly, so I stopped for a bit to throw on my sweatshirt. But it's nice. It's only supposed to get warmer today. Humidex of 25 or 6 or 7 or 8, depends on who's telling the story. But yeah, so here we are at the Narrows, and yeah, we'll get through here quick and then on to Lake Couchiching. Doug. So just turned 9 o'clock, so that's not bad. Less than a half an hour to run up here. And it'll probably be, I don't know, 45 minutes to get up to Lock 42. But we still have a gorgeous day. So okay, we have reached the top end of Lake Couchiching, so we are now going into the, I don't know, Couchiching Cut. I don't know what you would call this, but it is a man-made canal that runs from the top of Lake Couchiching over to Couchiching Lock, which is lock number 42. Yeah, well, we just went. Yeah, well, we just came through the bowling alley. Well, what's locally referred to as the bowling alley, where you got the red, green all the way along, nice straight line. Maybe I'll show you an overhead shot for satellite view, and it's really cool. If the light's right, you can really see where there's the channel which has been cut through, because this is solid rock through here. So we are now just getting past, let me just spin the camera around. That is McGregor on the water. It's a small marina up here at the top end. We've never been here by boat, have we? No.
Years ago with your dad.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's a story for another day. Anyways, we did drive in there by car once. Yeah, Mayday. Okay. I gotta tell this story real quick since.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Well, we came up here the first time we ever came up this way, this far off of Lake Simcoe, because I was boated out of Lake Simcoe since I was a little kid. I told you that before. But we came up here for the first time by water ever was with my dad on his 1976 Sea Ray, the first Sea Ray in our lives, and that would have been. We only had Ryan at the time, right? So yeah, our daughter wasn't even born. She was born in 87, so that would have been little, so maybe 86-ish. And we came up here with his Sea Ray, and for whatever reason it died. I don't know if they ever figured out what the problem was. Maybe water in the fuel or something. And we were just about to bounce off the rocks, and it was my dad sort of he overreacted, went on the radio, mayday, mayday, but it was okay. We survived. So I think we went into that marina real quick, okay, for whatever reason. But we have never been in there by boat. Funny. Yeah, so just to finish off that story, Anchor Girl and I went there to that marina once by car many years ago when we had our 400 sedan bridge, and I bought a new stereo from them, like a in-deck type of stereo, like, you know, AM/FM CD player, because the one that was on the boat had died. The old Clarion, I think it was back in the day, that the thing was factory equipped with. So that died, so they had a good deal on a replacement unit, which also played MP3. So that was a neat thing. So you could actually put your music on an on a little USB stick and play the music off of that. I don't know if it had streaming capabilities, but yeah, I don't know, it was like $200, $300. So it was a good deal, and we needed a stereo because the old one had died. So I put that in. I went in there and got it, and put it in, and it worked. So here we are now on the I guess you would call this a Seven River, even though this is a man-made cut. And this will take us, like I said, down to Lock 42 at Couchiching. Lake Couchiching Lock 42, the Trent 7 Railway. Beautiful day. And we're doing really, really good time. It is now 9:27, so that was about an hour. Yeah, an hour to get up here. So that's good time. Really good time. And it is getting warmer, so I think maybe when we stop at 42 to go through the lock, take my sweatshirt off. I'm thinking I'm gonna need it. 'Cause like I said, it is supposed to get quite a bit warmer today, so. Gorgeous day, beautiful day. Okay, this machine has a funky feature. It's speed control. It's almost like, what do you call it? Cruise control in a car, but only up to a certain speed. So watch how this works. So we're doing 7 kilometers an hour right now. So I press and hold that, and then I can scroll up or down. So that's level 7, level 8. I don't know if you can see that, which is 9 kilometers. So there. So that will hold us, because the speed limit through here is 10 kilometers, which is around 6 miles per hour. So I don't have to touch the throttle anymore while I'm doing this, and it'll just maintain this speed until I shut that off. But it's convenient for areas like this because it frees up a hand, and I don't have to worry about holding the throttle and then getting the pinchy fatigue, right? So I don't have to touch the throttle at all, and that is just maintaining that speed for us, which is nice. It's a very convenient feature, especially going through the marina, because you don't want to throw off a wake there either. I don't know if I ever mentioned this in the past, because this is a relatively new thing that they have a sign which shows you what the approximate time for the next bridge swing, because like I say, this is the main CN line that runs through, the CN railway line that runs through this area. And so the train, of course, takes precedent. So if there's a train coming, because that said next swing roughly 10 to 10:30, and it is, or sorry, 10:30 to 11, and it's now 9:30. So if you need that bridge swung, you're gonna wait. Man, there's a lot of bugs out today. Holy smokes. Oh, bitey flies are out. Wow, that's a first for us again. First time ever getting underneath that bridge. We passed through here many times, many different boats over the years. First time ever we were able to drive through without having that bridge swung. So that's a plus. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. People complain about big boats throwing off a wake, but our experience has been usually it's the small local boats, the little runabouts that throw off the biggest wake, in my opinion. So we're just arriving at Lock 43 at Swift Rapids, and it is 11:57, so 3.5 hours. Good time. I thought it was going to be, I calculated around 4 hours to get here, so 3.5 hours is a bonus. So probably the light is flashing, which means the light is flashing at the lock, which means yeah, they're bringing boats up now. So we did really good time insofar as timing as arriving here at this time. So I think I see a boat coming up, maybe, I don't know. So probably another half an hour by the time they get them out, we get in and down and through. And the bonus part is the Wabick, where we are going to, is just past this lock, down and around the corner. 5 minutes max. So good, yeah, get here just in time for lunchtime. Yeah, so we just came back from the Wabick. Beautiful lunch. Not really a complaint, just an observation. The portions are huge, way too big. Neither of us could finish what we had. We each had a cheeseburger and fries, me on a gluten-free bun, of course. And yeah, it's just too much. So it was suggested that next time maybe I could just order the kids' menu size, which would be fine for me because I don't need a lot at one sitting. But anyways, I'll just give you a quick update. We are, the fuel gauge is showing 96 kilometers to empty. What did we start with this morning? I think around 142, something like that. So let's say we burn through 40 kilometers, even 50 kilometers worth of fuel to get up here. So at 96 remaining, we have plenty to get us home. So I might stop for fuel in Atherly on our way back at the Narrows, just because it's convenient to get in and out there, because they have these really funky looking docks for PWC, Sea-Doos and other non-jet ski vessels. So I'm gonna let you go because we're getting some wave action. Obviously a boat has just come around the corner a little bit too fast, and then we will lock through this lot and then head our way back. And my battery is quickly winding down on this machine, so I don't think I'll be able to film too much more, but Anchor Girl took a whole whack of really nice photos on her way here, and maybe we'll grab a couple more on the way back. I'm just going to say, for our first getaway, nice.
Great.
Awesome, eh? Yes, Anchor Girl. I don't know if you could hear. Yeah, really nice. A lot of fun. And yes, no, it's not boating, but it is boating, even though... oh, sorry. Yeah, so... yeah, we're on the water. It's just a fantabulous day, gorgeous day. Starting to get really warm. Might have to change into my shorts because I'm wearing my jeans all day, because it did start off really cool, as I mentioned earlier. But it's all good. And this was a fun trip, and we're looking forward to do something like this once again. Yeah, we have another idea to go a little bit farther westward, a little bit farther downstream on the system. And yeah, maybe even do an overnight. yeah, so that's it. I'm going to leave this one here and say, as always, thanks for following. Let me know what you thought. Look forward to, as always, your positive comments. And I will wrap this up and say, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.